Week 16 was another really intense, close one that ended up in overtime. 37-34, we beat the Sentinels. And I will say, our offense, even though it technically didn't look that great, was still able to score 3 touchdowns. We still were able to throw for 300 yards. We were still able to rush for 100 yards. And that was against a defensive line that had Vita Vea, Aaron Donald, and Justin Matabike. It was a ferocious D-line. I'm honestly not even sure how we got the rush yards we did. It felt like every time we ran the ball, we were going up against a brick wall. The offensive line was getting beat quickly, and it's a miracle that we won that game. And now we have to go up against the Antlers in Week 17, who are very good of a record themselves. We're 10-5, and there is a sliver of a chance that we could win out and steal the number 1 seed. But obviously, first things first, we just want to see the Elks lose a game, because if we were to lose these next 2 games and they win out, they actually steal the division, let alone us getting the number 1 seed. So let us go on to Week 17, see if maybe we get a breakout on top of it, and potentially a snow game since we are at home. Anyways, if you guys want to see another episode tomorrow, 150 likes and we shall do it. Will be a rebuild as well tomorrow, so there's that. Let's get on into this game. Pretty big one, too, against a tough opponent. And here we go. Anything breakout linebacker. That's what I wanted to see. I just wanted to see something. I'm trying to think of who this could be. Walt James got trucked a lot. Cam Jones was all over the place in the backfield. I mean, to be fair, all the linebackers had their moments. All of them had tackles for a loss. Before we get into that, though, let's take a look at the players of the week, which we did not get one. We've been, for the most part, a part of the player of the week wins, but not this time. Our division was, though, Jewell with a sack, an interception, and 8 tackles, and then Richardson with 4 touchdowns and just over 200 yards total. Pickett threw a pick, but 4 touchdowns, about 400 yards total, and then Winfield with 2 interceptions himself. Really surprised that we actually, what was the player of the week? I thought maybe a pick 6 would have won it over a sack and a pick. Is that pick 6 without it, we don't win the game, simply put. And, for all we know, that changes the trajectory of this division and this conference itself. But before we go into anything else, even the breakout, we are going to take a look at our team. Haven't had an upgrade point for Jadarius Lewis in a while, and does not look like he's going to have one here. Not the best of playing lately, but his ratings are getting there and just need that throw power. 1 or 2 throw power would be great. Definitely going to remember to look at the stats this game as well, because I want to see if anyone's close to 1,000 yards, maybe some milestones that can get us some breakouts, speaking of. And then defensively with breakout linebacker, really Walt James has had himself a year, and we need another chance at a breakout for him. Antonio Johnson, he had that really great diving pick, but also some, why are you not moving type plays or in the red zone where, there was a curl route and he just took a second step to go deeper. It's like you looked at him, you seen him stop. Why are you running still? But ultimately we won. That's all that matters. We're happy. Let's not get too carried away. The blood pressure's rising already. But let's take a look at that breakout before we go into the teams. Is it Walt James? It's Walt James. Coach, I got to commend you on the game plan last week. The front 7 absolutely dominated their blockers, and it was one of the best performances I've ever had. If I can put together another game like that against the Antlers, it'll go a long way towards establishing me as a leader on this team. I don't disagree with anything he said. We actually did pretty well on our defensive line. But holding the Antlers to under 250 total yards gets him to start Ev, or if Walt James himself gets a pick, a forced fumble, a tackle for a loss, or sack, he becomes star dev. And he has been very deserving. I do want to take a quick look at the stats, though, see where we are milestone-wise. Obviously, touchdown to pick ratio, Jadarius Lewis. It's not really where we'd want it, and the completion percentage is terrible. Rodriguez, though, has been unbelievable. He is on par for an NFL record. Looking at receiving, Dobbs, lower than I'd like. Wise, lower than I'd like, but expected. And Kuntz, lower than I like, but also expected. Morant's been amazing this year. Looking at the blocking, I mean, those numbers are very much so, under what they should be. So many times the ball is being thrown right as he's being hit. If they could show pressures, it would be unbelievable. Probably be number 1 in the league. Defensively, though, Walt James and Cam Jones, a lot of tackles. Looking at tackles for a loss, Gleason, 22. Cam Jones with 19. Walt James with 16. Sack totals, Gleason at 14. 5 for Quincy, 4 for Cam Jones. Walt James with 4 himself. And then Ronnie Shelton at 4. Cordale Jackson at 3 is really disappointing. Picks, Nick Jones and Riley Moss at 7 apiece. Antonio Johnson with 5, Taylor with 5, and then a bunch other than that. So some of the milestones we can aim for, Romeo Dobbs and Wise with some more yards. And I suppose that's not really much more we can aim for, honestly. Like, defensively, sack totals, no one's in range of, like, I mean, they're in range if they have insane games, but realistically, not in range of getting a double-digit season. Literally just Gleason. So it's mainly just offensive base, but let us go on to looking at the injuries of the Antlers. Jaylen Warren with a foot fracture, 84 overall, out for 7 weeks. So no matter what, he is done for the year. Doesn't matter, even if they make the Super Bowl, he is done for the year. Is that their number one, though? A lot of times you kind of see him as like a rotational back. Not sure if that's going to be the case here. Quentin Harden maybe should get his time to start, but Deshaun Watson's still very good here. Austin Eckler, lower overall, but he is an X factor. Tiquan Alexander, very fast. Maybe even argue he would be the starter. But as of right now, Jaylen Warren is the number one guy. Just injured. DK Metcalf and Pickens make for a very big, strong, good, and honestly with Pickens' speed upgrades, fast wide receiver duo, and then Tutu Atwell underneath is so different compared to the other two that it probably does throw you off a bit. And then L'Jarius Garrison, the number 4, is a guy that fits with the top 2. And then they have another guy that's 6'5". This team loves the height. Noah Fant's obviously athletic and decently tall himself, just a little lower on the overall. Rasheed Walker, very good pass blocker, obviously not the best in run block, but run block finesse isn't that bad. He's a good tackle, simply put. Cody Whitehair definitely at the end of his leash here, about to retire, but for his overall, pretty good value. Corey Linsley, very solid center. Osiris Torrance, a very good run blocker. And then Jack Conklin, very good across the board. We actually tried to trade for him before the season started. Instead, we had to go Havenstein because they just were not Havenstein-ing it. I don't know. They wanted so much. Wasn't going to happen. Kenny Clark, really good run stopper, so I worry about that. Myles Garrett, really good everything stopper. DJ Reader, good run stopper as well. Linebacker Azeez Ojulari, apparently it's the 3-4 defense. Good finesse move. Devin White, insanely fast. Worry about him. Matthew Fells, pretty damn fast himself. Change of direction's not great, though. And then Quincy Williams, very athletic as well. Corners, J.C. Horn's amazing. Cam Taylor-Britt's actually developed pretty well into a zone corner. And then Desmond King's a solid number 3 corner. Justin Simmons, very solid zone. A little bit lacking in speed these days. Same with Blankenship. Kicker, not the strongest. Punter, definitely strong. But based on what they do well, apparently not offense. Offensive numbers are really bad. I got to imagine it's going to be the short to medium game, though, with their big wide receivers on the outside. And then apparently they are going to stop the run every chance they get. So we're going to go throw it short. And just before we head into the game, we got some upgrade points. Cam Jones and Zach Kuntz kind of highlight the main upgrades that we got. With Boutte is definitely, every once in a while a guy comes in and makes a play. Very good coverage for Cam Jones. He is really good. It'd be nice if he was a little faster, but that's fine. And then Zach Kuntz, speaking of, a guy that would be really awesome if he was a little faster. He's fast, but it'd be nice if he was even faster. Not going to have it here. Pretty good upgrade, though, as he is now pretty damn viable, actually. He's really good. Wish he had aggressive catch at 6'7", but we've developed him into a pretty damn good player, especially when you consider where his starting point was. I'm actually pretty impressed. And juke ability, that's kind of his game. Come in, make a couple of people miss, and turn a short gain into a big play. We're at home, and unfortunately, there is no snow. A little disappointed, but at the same time, I suppose not going to really be able to run the ball that well this week, and the timing could not have been any worse. This defensive line is going to cause us problems. Back-to-back weeks going against pretty damn good fronts. Not my favorite weeks, but what can you do? Of course, Myles Garrett's going to be able to pass rush us at will. Kenny Clark's going to be able to stop pretty much every rush attempt we have, and same with Reader. So best chance we have is maybe stretch plays opposite side of Myles, perhaps. But outside of that, it's probably going to come down to Darius Lewis in this passing attack, which has, once again, been a little bit weak lately. Been struggling to get the ball to players, especially with the block time. We just haven't really had much time to throw, and there's been a couple of errant throws, but more importantly, like I said, the timing just hasn't been there. We just haven't had enough time. And as usual, we get to kick the ball off first. Chad Ryland kicking it deep. He's definitely become a really good kicker, and it's becoming easier and easier to hit the accuracy, really, and the power, which is why he's had so many good game-winning field goals, just like last week in overtime. Let's take a look, though, at Deshaun Watson and the Antlers on offense. 10-5 Antlers. They do not have much of a passing attack. 16 touchdowns to 9 interceptions. I mean, those are like half a season's worth, let alone the fact that we're 2 games away now from ending this regular season. Obviously, this counts as one of those 2, but Jones playing against the tight end. Cam Jones on the inside, speaking of, trying to get there and brings him down, but it's going to be a gain of 6. Eckler's not an easy guy to tackle, but I suppose lower overall than Warren, so if Walt James is going to have a better chance to get it this week, you know, it makes sense that it would be against a quote-unquote lesser running back. Not going to get off our block, getting hammered, actually, and Eckler is going to get enough credit for the first down. Walt James going against the tight end Fant. Oh, and he freaking stiff-armed. You've got to be kidding me. What do you want from us? Tell me what you want. Tell me. That was the scenario right there. Star Dev gone. Could have with Gleason. Same way earlier in the season. Didn't get it. Oh, and speaking of Gleason with Quincy, I believe, brought him down. I imagine he got help from the edge there, but either way, Gleason got stiff-armed by a quarterback, I believe, and lost this scenario. So there's really just no winning out in these streets. That's all that really can be said. Let's go with Gleason, speaking of. And right off the line, trying to back up to get over to him. We barely do. If we didn't run back right away, that would have been a touchdown. 50 yards after struggling in the first 2 downs there. All the way down the sideline to, I believe, Pickens. Off the line, Riley Moss getting burned a couple of times now, back-to-back weeks, unfortunately. And that'll be another big play under his belt. While James over the middle of the field. Not an easy run front to look at. Oh, we just miss him. Cam Jones isn't there. Turn around. And Watson spins into the end zone on a hit stick. He is giving it his all to try and win this game. I don't know where the defense is. They just had no idea that Deshaun Watson was just going to run, I guess. Almost had him with freaking Walt. Couldn't get him. And just, even with the hit, nothing. Well, it is our time to hopefully shine. Little RPO action back over to Wise. Not going to happen. Hand off to the right. And honestly, everyone did a pretty good job. Even the tight end there is just, the play took so long to develop. And just like that, we're already behind. Romeo Dobbs catching the ball. Going to go straight up the field. Get as many yards as we can. Gains 12. Beautiful play. Very quick release. About as straightforward as you're going to get. I mean, they're DTs. I mean, they got, looks like Kenny Clark on the edge. So we should be all right on this play. And we are. Try to get maybe more than we should. What is he doing? We lose 4. Technically 5. 3? I don't know. Genuinely, what is he doing here? We run past him, and I'm like, okay, we got the first down. Slips off again, goes the wrong way. You've got to be kidding me. It's going to be a punt. There's nothing I can do about that. There's literally nothing. Like, I don't ever hit stiff arm. Pretty sure that was a stiff arm that he just did. Good punt, at least, to the 24. How are we not getting a first down there? That is pathetic. George Pickens on par for 1,000 if he gets more catches like he had last drive. Man, we are just a terrible first quarter team. It's just like the first quarter means nothing to us. And we're trying to get close to the ball carrier, unfortunately. A good hit. One-on-one. Put Wilson's number and Eckler's number together. It's 50. The more you know. Oh, valuable information. Good tackle by Wilson. Speaking of, 3rd and 3. Might drop James off. Yep, that's why I wanted to go there. Wilson, great hit, but come on, man. Bring in the blitz. Could be picked. Not going to happen, and he somehow holds on. DK Metcalf getting involved in this one. James in the blitz. Move him over. And I'm stuck on this guy. As Weatherford gets completely burned. Stiff arm from Fant to the 46. 5 for 5, 75 for Watson. I mean, we're going to have to press, I think, because we're just getting beat hard. Can't get over there, and going to switch us to the wrong guy, unfortunately. Wanted Wilson because he was directly lined up. Walt James back on the blitz. False start. Oh, get out of the way, Cordell! Just because you don't want to ever go for the quarterback doesn't mean someone else doesn't. Also, Deshaun Watson looked pretty injured after that play. No? Am I crazy? Try to swat. And what a hit by Cordell. He's like, oh, yeah? Oh, yeah, you got something to say? Yeah, I'm going to say it more. If that's what it takes to get you actually playing pass rush, sure. What the hell is that route? And the running back's open. Oh, come on. Good strip attempt. I tried to hit him as hard as I could, and it just didn't give it to me. Open field tackle on a scrambler that was free. Good cut back in. Good tackle by Wilson. I'm always going low because we go up top, and, you know, they just stiff arm us. We had that with Walt James earlier. Just stiff armed us. Didn't care. Doesn't matter. Somebody get out there. Good teamwork. Loses a yard. Surprising. The only problem is they've been converting third downs like it's nothing all game long. And that will not change. Taylor gets beat. Safety's not there, and Metcalf will score their second touchdown of the day. I can see why this team has their wins. I can tell you that much. We're going to go for a little bit of a shot play early. Let's see if we can get somebody open. I like the tight end more there. Don't know how he ever sees the ball. Yes, I know Morant won off the line, but the safety's in position. That ball would have needed to be perfectly thrown to the top left side. It would have been tough. It was like a cover 2 look, even though I think it was man, the way they played the tight end, but the safety was like leaning. And the throw is terrible. That would have been a first down. The guy that should have covered Morant actually went for the running back, and so far, we look like we're going to lose this game without a doubt. I mean, right now, it does not look good. Quick throw in there. What a catch. Hit hard by, I would assume, a linebacker or a safety, and that will be a first down. Romeo Dobbs clutching up, giving us a first down. The first down, I believe, we've had this game, and it's already the second quarter. Look at the yards. We're controlling the clock, or they're controlling the clock, and we're barely controlling our emotions at this rate. Play action. That's a really good throw you got there. Oh, that throw sucked so much, and our left tackle's injured now. That throw is so bad. Don't get me wrong, as with every game we play, there was pressure, but still a really bad throw. Get over there, and he overruns it now. Good hit by Taylor. Oh my, we are getting crushed. Dislocated thumb. I mean, we'll put Wanya Morris in there. Can't be much worse. All right, defense, you got any of those pick sixes in you? Seems like every week we're going to need one of these to win. Oh, free rush, too. Come on, Wilson. Good tackle, at least. Loss of 4. Could have been a loss of 7 if we'd got there slightly sooner. But it's all right. We got a hit on the quarterback. It wasn't late, and they lost 4 yards anyways. Curl route. Oh, what a play. Should have picked it, but that's a great play. Wilson has come to play at least. Missed a couple of tackles, but he's been in pretty good position otherwise. I can live with it. I can absolutely live with the way he's played. 3rd and 14. Opportunity. Huge opportunity. And you got to get there. Nice hit, Taylor. A little scary because he did give him the look, but hey, recovered, forced the punt. That's all that matters. I absolutely thought we just got beat. Went for the strip swat, and ball came out. That's all that matters. The punt is at the 16. Not the best punt we've seen, but better than most of them. All right, coming up to the line of scrimmage. So we got this run to the right. Linebacker's kind of looking back and trying to make something out of nothing. Could have maybe bounced it all the way, but really just don't trust the boundary blocking right now. Could be a quick throw to Rodriguez. They're kind of up again. You can't tell if it's going to be a blitz or not. I had a feeling it might be. And it's a good catch by Moran. It'll give us 5. Weak flood. Let's see what we got. Tough catch. Holds on. That's going to make it a manageable 4th and 1, which at this point you got to go for it, I think. Looking at the inside zone run off the play action audible. And that is clean. Want to beat. Rodriguez does it. Spin move inside. Gets that as well. Morant blocks. Rodriguez down to the 33. What an electrifying run. There he goes. Morant not calling the play off until the whistle's blown. Helps us get another 8 yards. Great block as well on the initial setup. Little spin move to go with it. Good job. Huge play. 4th and 1, and that's the big play we get. Nice. I just like the way he runs. And we're going to run the ball, speaking of. Who's who? I think that's Kenny on the left side. Oh, my God. Kenny, please. And we get a yard. Oh, my. Kenny Clark might not have gotten us, but he pushed us over enough to where we, we're trying to gain back what we were losing. That's a good play. Great throw. Kuntz gets it all the way to about the 8-yard line. Beautiful throw. Great play. Finally, they're tricked. This is almost a full setup play. No, actually, it's to Kuntz. Oh, throw it away. That was a quick release. Beautiful throwaway there. Romeo Dobbs has a choice. I mean, that choice should be go inside without a doubt. And I couldn't get it back to Kuntz. We lose a bunch. Oh. Their defense is good and doing well. It's just D-line, man. I mean, obviously, it's taking a little while to get open as well, but still. They don't see the screen. And we don't see the blocks. Deion Jones, not Deion Jones, Devin White, actually. I don't know where I thought it was Deion Jones making the play. We get points, though, assuming we hit the extra point or the field goal. But you can see this clock is just benefiting them right now. Really need to stop them here. Playing a gauntlet of defensive lines these days. It's been kind of rough. Move him over. James stepping in. And, I mean, that's not really our job. We have the other side. I just hate that our guys commit to the shortest routes. Like, why are we committing to the running back there when you have a guy behind you going for 15 plus? Oh! Whoa, no way! If he drops that, that is just the proof that he's never going to get to star. The fact that he dropped that twice, it's just destiny. It's not happening. It's just not happening. The way he has failed these scenarios is just unbelievable. What a tackle. Where are we going? Do we mind? Do we mind finishing the job? Why are we letting him just go? Nick Jones just, I mean, falling asleep, I guess, at the wheel. That was an insane press by Walt James, too. We made a great play on him, but to the outside, quick out, easy. Easy to throw to a guy that big as well. It's like, what's the worst can happen? A deflection? It's unlikely to be picked in an out route like that. And we just get absolutely hammered. Did what we could. All right, Cam, let's see what you got. Make a play for us. And that's why we played cautiously, because that cutback lane was there. Nobody wanted to get off their blocks. Come on, someone. 2-minute warning, they're already up 11. They have a chance to, you know, buzzer beat us here and potentially, like, end the game already. You know, they get a touchdown here, and that ends the half. The way we're playing, the game could be over at that point. And that guy got burned. Thankfully, the throw is bad. Noah Fant cooked Cam Jones. Luckily, the bad throw caused it to be incomplete. Running the blitz. Let's see what happens. That side looks so open, though. Oh, come on! We did what we could. We baited out that inside slant and ran over, and we just didn't get there in time because it's impossible. They just know every time. They just know. Tip my hand. I tip my hand that we're blitzing. Forget it. Oh, Wilson almost had a chance at that. Let us please make a stop. All I ask for is one. I'm stuck on the line. A good play. Nice. A lot of loss of yardage on those throws. We'll call timeout. It's a pretty good situation to either allow the score or to get the stop. Be pretty unfreaking lucky for them to get the first down here. Screen pass, didn't even notice that. There's no way, bro. There's no way their blocks line up that way, and ours just can't even get a single person. I'm not going to lie. I thought it was settled. I thought it was easily defended, and that I was going to bring in Walt James for like a last second, maybe like strip attempt or something. But nope. And they perfectly play that edge. I feel like getting on the move is like the only way for us to do anything on offense because our offensive line is just not allowing us enough time. Seeing ghosts. He'll never catch it. He's got literally the worst hands in the league. It's so crazy. It actually surprises me when he catches the screen. I'm like really shocked. And that's going to be easily picked off. I don't know why I thought I could fit that in there when we've got literally the worst throw power quarterback in the league. Just threw it right at him. If I just waited a little bit longer, we'd have been fine. Wait a little bit longer. I just don't trust the line. That's the problem. And now they have a chance to score even more. Get out there. Good job, I suppose. Suppose another 3 can't hurt us. We're already down freaking 18 points. Maybe this will lead to a pick 6. Who knows? And good D. I mean, at this point, you pretty much have to play all out. I think, at least. I think you got to pretty much go for it all. There you go. That was worth it. Don't know if it's going to knock him out of field goal range. It apparently does. We'll go for a straight rush as well. Maybe try to block it. At least the pick hopefully won't mean anything. Well, at least the pick didn't mean anything. I mean, obviously you could argue that we maybe would have scored or something if we didn't suck, but it's a great throw. And Morant will actually get a lot. I was really thinking about cutting back inside, but with a big gainer like that, I feel like you got to give yourself a chance to try and, go for the field goal at least. If I can get a block, that'd be pretty cool. Trusting Morant again. Morant wins his route again. Gets to the 42. We have a timeout. Okay. They're playing a little more aggressively for some reason. I don't know why, like if they're just trying to go for the jugular here or what's the story, but they're playing more aggressively. Now they aren't, but they were a second ago. That's a great throw. He holds on. What a catch. To the 21. I mean, you kind of have to. I don't know why they're telling us to go for a field goal. We should easily get back out onto the field goal range. Like, we should be able to spike it, no? Okay, let's just forget anything. That's crazy. That is a good try. Almost picked off the deflection. Good job for being huge, Zach Kuntz. This is an interesting play for Wise. Question is, will us doing this be wise? I'm trying to move him over. Give him the block, okay. That's a good try. Okay, I'm glad he didn't catch you. It would have been a little short. I'm going to go for the field goal now. I'm not going to go for the field goal. I lied. The score we're at right now, we need a touchdown. Like, we just need one so badly. Let's see if Morant. That's a tough one. Oh, my God. If he would have picked that off the deflection. These guys, like, literally were told if they win the game, they win $10 million each. It's insane. I have never seen the effort that they're putting in. I've never seen that. That is ridiculous. Either way, we found a way to score a touchdown or a field goal. How many times you could have had a pick on that drive, I don't know. I think most of those throws, though, they weren't bad. They were 50-50 balls that somehow hung in the air after being deflected super long. Either way, 6-21 at half, most likely, as the squib goes right to him, because for some reason that's how squibs work this year. Squib doesn't actually hit the ground ever. It just goes straight up. So it's literally just like a low punt. It's weird. But either way, yards-wise, neither team is really, like, up and away, but they're putting up points each drive, and that's really the difference in this one. Our defense has been known, though, to score some touchdowns on their own. So I'm definitely not going to, rule out a comeback, as the Steamers are now 1-14 this year, or looking to be 1-15 anyways. They're not too down, but let's be realistic about it. They've not won much, so they're probably going to be 1-15. Then we move over to the Thunderbirds. Wish they would show us the Elks, because, if they lose one game, we win the division. Or if we can't win a game, because we're looking pretty bad right now, they have a chance to steal the division. And here it is, the Elks versus the Orbits. What's the score? The Elks lose, meaning we are the champions of the division. The pressure should be off. The guys should be like, hey, we don't have any pressure. We have the division. We're in the playoffs no matter what. But at the end of the day, we want to try and improve our seeding. As the less amount of playoff teams you get to play, the better, obviously. Especially since we're playing against one right now and not looking so hot. And, of course, start out the second half with a muff. Trying to run into to give ourselves a better return, and, yeah, nothing's going right. Maybe we'll catch them off guard, though. Maybe they'll be like, oh, well, let's just, let's blitz, and then we get a big play. And, I mean, kind of. Get all the way to the 24, so we're back to where we started. We're supposed to start. Just glad he didn't drop it. I was getting a little PTSD moments. Verticals. Wise. That's a pretty damn good throw right on the money. Wise again to the 45. Beautiful play. Going with a deep play action play. I'm hoping we get the time because they're pretty up, it seems. I don't know why I didn't see that guy, but it works. It got behind him. Myles Garrett's just sitting there, and I'm like, yeah, who's that? But potentially saved it because we waited any longer. Pass rush might have gotten there. And Williams just doesn't go. We gain a yard. Play action read. I'm actually going to run the ball. There we go. Rodriguez gains about 10. But we're getting closer and closer to that dreaded end zone. They're bringing them up. I don't know if they'd actually tip their hand that hard, would they? They wouldn't. To the tight end. Corner. Dot! Touchdown! Great footwork. Talk about using your frame to your advantage. And that'll be a touchdown to Zach Kuntz. Thankfully, we finally win a route. The throw's on the money. And we're back into this thing a little bit with a touchdown. Hopefully those feet were down, and I think, yeah, you're right. Oh, come on, man. Don't tell me that left was out. Oh, no shot, bro. Why are we not stamping our feet on the ground instead of shimmying? Like, why is that left foot, like, what? Like, look at how long that step is. But they're going to say he still caught it. That's what we're talking about. And I know we shouldn't be going for 2 just yet, but I kind of like to know my situation going into the late game. Good step. Great play. Bells are injured now. God dang it. But hey, down 7. That's all right. We can live with that. That is something we can live with. Pick that. Weatherford with the pick. Things are turning around quickly. Perfect coverage. Of all the people to cover Fant perfectly after all of the blown coverages, it being him is a little surprising. I know Weatherford's a big guy, but I didn't think he'd have to change direction on that wheel route. It's beautiful. That's a touchdown if he hits it. It's a perfect throw. Going against the safety all the way down to the 4. Kind of played it safe with that little floater, but that works because we're all the way inside the 5. Beautiful play. Run to the left. I mean, if we double team Miles, I think that's Miles. Oh, want to beat. Can't do it. And a hold on top. If we get back to the line, luckily, and it's going to go back even further with a holding penalty. Bellinger sends us back to the 14-yard line. Ooh. It's a tough one. It's a bit out there. Probably going to try to set something up short to one of the receivers. Maybe not. Wow, that ball took a long time to get down there. Almost intercepted. Under pressure is, yeah, I mean, the pressure definitely caused us to not get that ball down without a doubt. Kind of just sent that up. I think we can actually set up a decent run here. And no real help at the second level. We do get half of the yards, though. It makes it a little more manageable from the 7. I don't know if that route's too deep for Wise to run. See if Morant wins off the slant. That's a great route by Wise. Touchdown! We have tied the game. The route depth was perfect from him. What a drive. And just like that, this disaster of a game has come back to be tied up. We go Walt James. Left the running back for a reason. I want to go for the bait, and we are in bad position. Pickens will not score this. I lied, he will. 75-yard touchdown. Great depth, guys. You're killing it. You're killing it. Terrible angles, bad coverage. Like, why is Wilson backing up still? And if he is backing up, why is he, like, full-on backpedaling? Like, he should be running out in front of that. Like, that's clearly open. That ball is getting thrown. We have ourselves a great drive, and it's just negated instantly by Pickens, who is going to go for 300 today. That is so pathetic. Tried to pick up a block, couldn't. Polk is just allergic to blocking. I genuinely don't know if that guy has blocked anyone all season on special teams, which is insane. But I truly think it's true. That coverage is insane. Great catch, though, for 3. Oh, this could be a touchdown for Morant, speaking of. He doesn't usually lose those press mans. He doesn't. Going for the bullet, as that's usually the play that works. And Morant pre-snap was the guy. We throw it to him. Touchdown right back at you. We at least tried to have safety help against Pickens. They didn't. That is a mistake. Morant scores from the 25-yard line. Johnson playing the hook. Can't get over there. Johnson does make a great tackle with the help of Riley Moss for 4. No, give us the running back. I want the running back. No, we know what route he's going to run. Please. Are you effing... I genuinely don't know what's going on. Genuinely don't know. I don't know if it's because we were bumped, but we jumped the ball. Doesn't give us the pick. Hello? Do you mind? We freaking get taken down like we always do. Oh, these linemen. Our linemen get shedded and, I mean, sometimes even ran over by linebackers. Yeah, that's a good RPO. Johnson always trying to get that hit in there. How is that not picked by us with Walt James? I really don't know. I don't even care. Hopefully he does like the hitch. Nope, we got beat. Oh, Taylor. And it won't let me switch off for the pick. I mean, maybe it's a good thing. Probably would have ran right by him. Wouldn't let me engage with it. 2nd and 10 now. Haven't really had any pressure today either. That's not really been a good thing for us. I mean, I don't know what you want from us. He's a freaking linebacker. Ronnie Shelton injured. Safety needs to come up. Safety does have the outside to cover, but he also has the inside. He's the deep safety. You know, the hook isn't to play all the way to the end zone. So maybe some linebackers can make that work for them, but that's not their job. Ball is kicked deep. Banaconda this time actually going to get under it instead of muffing the ball. I feel like you obviously get like a little bit of a speed boost running into it because you're not excelling. You're already, you know, half speed. 142 yards and a touchdown for Joe Morant today. Torn labrum for Ronnie Shelton. Sweet. As if we needed anything else to go wrong. RPO, this is actually kind of how our last drive started. And they're not going to see it again. This time we actually needed the block. Wise gains 11. I like a good bounce back. And they're on that. Not grounding. Got a receiver close enough. Just barely. Could definitely have argued grounding there, though. So maybe not give the coach a chance to do said thing. I mean, we have it all set up. Double team on the inside. Mike up the linebacker, and we got some pretty good blocks. And Rodriguez gets as much as physically possible there to the 49. Good blocking. Rodriguez in the zone. I mean, why wouldn't I go for this shot play? Couldn't tell if he won off the line. Bomb! It's a little underthrown. Morant, please. What a try, though. Give him some credit. That ball was not far enough. It was a tough throw, though. I mean, that needed to be like 60 to be on the money. That felt so nice, though. Just unleashing one. I think a quarterback just needs to do that every once in a while. And that ball is not going to be catchable. Not even his fault. King talking crap about him when he physically is short, and B, the ball was just bad. Had nothing to do with the route. He burned him. Justin Shorter now injured or in because of, I would imagine, tiredness. Kuntz, and he misses that throw too. What are you doing, Lewis? Both times, I didn't lead the ball. I just sent it. And he sent it to the moon. These are the reasons why we've been benching quarterbacks all the time, and now Jadarius is back to his old ways. And the punt isn't good enough. Well, based on the fact that we really haven't made a stop, realistically, I don't like our odds. Come with the blitz, hoping that James can get in there for a tackle for a loss. Blocked up perfectly, and what a try, though. That's still a good, good defensive play. James on the blitz. I don't really like to play the edge, though, because if they run left side, I mean, you're not going to get them in time. And Pickens is going for another big play. And thankfully he goes out of bounds because we missed the tackle. That is now 3 plays for like 170. We are getting eaten alive out here. It's crazy. This could be picked up. No, it won't. You've got to be kidding me that we're getting burned this hard by George Pickens. This is unbelievable. Like, Metcalf is basically nothing, and we're not even double-teaming him. George Pickens is literally just cooking us. Like, he's outrunning Taylor here. Like, hello? They're going to review this. We'll see if this foot was down, but whether it was or not, we still got torched. It's a deserved touchdown. Can't really see that right foot. It was close. Left, obviously down. Right, I can't tell, like, at all. We got a pretty close call went our way, so I kind of am happy that they saw it the way we saw it, obviously. Home field advantage. Holy crap. Let's take a look at this one. Left, down, obviously. Right. I mean, this is like the exact same one as ours almost. Ours kind of slid into it, I guess. But wow, we dodged a bullet there. For how long, though? I don't know. Probably not long. Second attempt from the 37-yard line. And we get it! I think. Please. I mean, he was in the zone, right? So he would be out of the zone if this is... I think that counts. The turn of events to go from touchdown, 2-touchdown lead for them, to reverse and star dev linebacker is unbelievable. Oh, there he goes. Tackle down, Zach Harrison. More of a run stopper. Playing for the injured Ronnie Shelton gets in there. What is happening? Things are turning around. We need to stop, though. If we can hold them to a punt. Oh, we did hold them to a punt. I forgot what down it was. Wow, what a play. Zach Harrison just maybe saved the game. Same with the ref. Whoever you are, shout out. Shout out to my my home dog, Big Refy Ref. I don't know what his name is. You're an actual hero in our eyes. I mean, you did your job perfectly. Continued being you, guy. To the tight end. Good throw, finally. Love to see it. Percentages and interceptions wouldn't look as bad if it wasn't for that. Obviously, one pick was just thrown right at the guy. This is a blitz. There's no way he's covering Zach Kuntz. And if he is, I'll just throw the damn thing away. Zach Kuntz, touchdown. Zach Kuntz, is he fast enough? He is. Simmons isn't that fast either. And that guy bailed out on the blitz, and we called his bluff. Touchdown Bisons, another big one. This game has had a lot of big play touchdowns. Not as big as the ref literally calling the game for us. We had the sideliner where we were out of bounds, gave us a touchdown. They had one. Nah, you're out of bounds. The glazing needs to be studied. These refs are on one. And by on one, I mean on a bonus for the game. You're welcome. Don't worry. It'll clear. Don't worry. Rushing offense today, 119 yards. Their rank is 20. I can't tell if they're trying to say that they're actually running the ball well. I think so. Which I guess I agree with, but when you have an attack, a passing attack as good as theirs has been today, I mean, you would expect even more yards than they've gotten, to be honest. And good job off the edge by Weatherford. Well, I thought he was going to punch his ankles. I mean, that's one way to send him off the field, I suppose. I can't really deny with that logic. That logic is pretty solid. No, what a dot! Late hit in there by Riley. Tried to strip the ball. That's just a perfect throw. There's nothing we could do. I'm not exactly sure what you want from us. Got to cover all walks of life on that play. Oh, good job, Gleason. Gain of like nothing. It would be nice to see Gleason win the rushing title as well. The pass rushing title, I suppose. I don't even know if they have a title for that. Ah! Wilson, good hit. 3rd and 6. Could have been worse. 1 first down. Damn near guarantees them points, so do we overload the blitz? Let's do it. Let's do it. Riley Moss is in okay coverage, and he holds on. Damn, son! This dude is unguardable. This dude is unguardable. Playing near the line of scrimmage. Ah, he's beat. He's short, though. Good D. Down to the 2. Goal line Carpenter. Get out of our way! Wilson, you freaking bots! Touchdown, Antlers. Man, this has been another really good game. Maybe for the wrong reasons, because both defenses suck, but still. I guess their defense hasn't been bad. It's just been really bad in the second half. Abanaconda running away from everybody. Abanaconda, does he have the speed? He's gonna score! It's been a little while, but wow, what a set of blocks. There is not a whole lot they could have done. That was just free. Is it a good thing, though? They've got 5.5 minutes to clock us and win the game, whereas we could have done the opposite and maybe gotten the 2-point. The thing is, I think scoring a touchdown is really all that matters. It has been far from guaranteed to score today, and that was a guaranteed score, so there can't be any regrets. We got blocked up perfectly. Well, James goes low. Still gets beat, but at least holds him there. Cam Jones on the blitz. Well, James going against the running back. Gonna have to cover the tight end, though. Can't swat, and drops it. Wait, what just happened? It just went right through his hands. His hands were in perfect position. I honestly think he just thought we were going to get a hand on it, because we probably should have. I don't know why we didn't jump. And he's going to run. Oh, I try to get him to run towards him. Good hit by Johnson, though. I suppose it's not the worst play. He's at 50-yard line. I mean, in theory, we should get the ball back no matter how they play this, unless they play it literally perfectly and they just run the ball every single play and they just get a first down and 3rd down every time. Oh, Walt James! He slips off a tackle. What a beat. It's Deshaun Watson. Spin move inside. Breaks it down to the 18-yard line. He tried to get the quick throw in there. Might have had him. But we got it in there with Walt James covering the running back. And if he didn't deserve a dev up before, he definitely does now. What a play. Maybe even argue maybe we shouldn't have returned it back. Perfect play. Intercepted and then slips off. I really thought it was destiny that we weren't going to get this dev up. I really thought. Let's go with the play action. They want to run, you know, super heavy run defense. A score is a score, you know. We want that. And there goes Jadarius going for the end zone. Untouched. Touchdown, Jadarius Lewis. I did not think he had the wheels. He had the wheels after all. Look at him go. I almost didn't take it. I was like, I don't think we're going to get that. But he does. Beautiful. Almost slid down early. That was great. I mean, who knows? He could still win Player of the Week. But, man, if we could just take one of those interceptions back. Specifically that overthrow. I'm trying to get back over. Can't get over there. Probably wins Player of the Week. But we'll see. Number 8th ranked as a takeaway team. Stafford's 5 interceptions definitely helped us quite a bit a week or two ago. Stop leaving him. Good D, though. Wow, one-on-one tackle like that actually brought him down. I know Tutu Atwell's small, but he's also easy to slip away from, or slip away with, I suppose. We are playing really conservatively, but it is smart because we've been giving up the big play all game long. Come on, Quincy. Quincy pushes on this. The linebacker should be there, and they are. 4th and 2, potential game on the line, especially the position. They're going to punt it. I kind of get it. I kind of get it a little bit. The way they've played defensively, maybe not in this half, but in general, does, you know, make you think, hey, we can get a stop. We don't get this first down, which we've been struggling to get here on this drive. Nice little cutback. Get out of bounds. You know, they win the game on a field goal, guaranteed, especially with Chad Ryland as their kicker. They know who's the GOAT. Most teams, yeah, maybe you hope for the miss, but Chad Ryland, nah, they know better. What a move. Help from the lineman gains 3, 2-minute warning. Gotta say, he does feel way quicker with first one free. Like, that juke move was like instant. Get the stretch look to the right. I mean, all we need is just open field to where he can take on 1 or 2 players and break the ankles. Oh my God! Who was that? Give them a raise. That was insane. Genuinely, who was that? I probably could have cut back in, but you see that white dude. If we get to the outside, the angle he has, we win the game. We 100% win the game. And instead, Ojulari just made the most insane tackle I've ever seen. That is genuinely ridiculous. Oh my God, I can't believe he did that. That was crazy. And I'm kind of glad. Why does every ball deflect perfectly for a pick every time? I don't know how they didn't pick that. The inside look to Wise might have been there, but we literally threw a pick this game on that play. I was just kind of hoping that the tight end would have been open because the last time, I think the tight end was open. I just didn't risk it because the boundary corner had a chance to jump it. But they played it a little bit better this time, I think. It would have been a tough throw quickly inside to Wise. And I need you to turn around. Good play to the 44. Clock's running. Can I switch to James? Thank you. Oh, that's picked off. That was a bad throw. Taylor on the return. Doesn't need to score. Slips off. Inside. Touchdown, Taylor. And we're going to win the game. That juke move inside was so basic, and yet Deshaun Watson fell for it. He had his guy open and whiffed on the throw. I think he saw Taylor late and thought Taylor was going to make a play on that ball, but he would have never made the play. He just threw the ball terribly. Tutu Atwell's open for the first down. It was a super errant throw, but, you know, Tutu Atwell, I believe, was his target here, as that's who it showed as red. I mean, look, he's open. He's 100% open, and he just throws it shallow. And with that, Zaire Taylor pretty much calls game. Let's even get Taylor playing deep blue as well. Why not? Oh, what a hit. Oh, my. A bit of a shot to the gut. Not really liking the formation we're in here. I'm not really sure why we are. Oh, that's going to be picked again. Oh, what's the penalty? This game kind of broke open there at the end, but obviously I don't think this is going to count. Unless it is holding. That's going to be holding. I think we hit this pick six too. Maybe Deshaun thought it was a free play and just took the shot. Wow. Yeah, they're falling apart now. 63 points, highest scoring game in our history. I mean, we're going to take the pick 6 every time. I don't really care if it risks our players for a couple more plays. It is what it is. They get injured when they're not even supposed to be trying that hard. They weren't really ready to play playoff football anyways, were they? Oh, knocked it out. Wow, good hit. Hit him in the back so hard. I think our turnover rank is going to raise as well. We like to see it. Let's see if Gleason wants to make a play. Get in. Get in. That's exactly there. Wow, what a hit. Johnson is insanely strong. Call timeouts. I mean, I suppose there's no chance to win, so I don't really know what we're talking about here. I'm not really sure. Stat pads. They're padding the statties. Terrible spin move. Good route, though. Stays in bounds. Pickens has made some good plays this game, but that was not necessarily one of them. Last play of the game, potentially. Unless he throws it away or something. And that will be a comeback route, and I am an idiot. Thankfully, Metcalf thought he had time to go to bounds. Didn't. Nearly 500 yards for Watson, but also 4 interceptions. Was it 2 of which got pick 6? Maybe 3? Either way, we hold on to the win after, I wouldn't even say hold on, as we took the lead late and then hold on, but we climbed back in the first half, from the first half, and then we hold on. We had the 7-point lead and then never looked back. It was a hard-fought, tough one, and Darius Lewis and company have kind of showed their worth here, showed that they belong. Early on, I felt like, oh, they haven't played any hard teams, and now they have. They're getting smoked. But no, we climbed back into this. 4 touchdowns and 2 interceptions for Darius Lewis, who was pressured hard. Rodriguez had some pretty nice big runs in there. Darius Lewis with the 18-yard touchdown. That was so much fun. Zach Kuntz could get to 1,000 yards on the season. 175 yards with 2 touchdowns. Morant, 142 yards with a touchdown. Pickens was amazing for them. Wise with 64 yards and a touchdown. And then Romeo Doubs basically cemented himself as a non-star wide receiver. Going into the offseason, really, when he gets there. But Zach Harrison with a sack, Cordell Jackson with a sack, Quincy with a sack, and Cam Jones with a sack. Weatherford with a pick, Walt James with a pick, Nick Jones with a pick, Zaire Taylor with a pick. And, of course, that is going to lead Mr. Walt James to become a Sudardev. Jamarcus Belzer with a pretty big upgrade. He gets a +3 to run block finesse, which puts him at 70 run block finesse now. Very, very significant, as he had now has all of his upgrades, all of his ratings at 70 or beyond, even his speed. Only thing he's missing really is the agility there, but not a bad little victory going against the Black Knights in Week 18. One new injury will be potentially the season. For Shelton's going to be close, so he's going to be 3 games after this sim. It'll be 2 games once the wild card starts, so basically he could return to the championship round if we get that far. Breakout player, though, Mr. Walt James. Won't speak for anyone else on the team, but he's pretty happy with his performance this week. You know, the elite players always say the game started to slow down for me. Yeah, finally understand what that means. Star Dev, only 5k XP, but it's still Star Dev and 5k XP. It is better than not having any of those things, which we have felt with a lot of our guys. Failed a lot of breakouts on this team, but that is not going to be one of them. Should be also an upgrade point. There he goes. Star Dev, Walt James, field generally. Oh, yeah, he's listed at middle linebacker. He just plays all around. Sub, left out, right out, whatever he needs to be. Great block shed. Pursuit's up there now. Man coverage, we'll take that upgrade. But yeah, very good coverage guy, just block shed's a little lacking. So Walt James continues to impress, continues to climb up the overall ladder, and it's looking good into Week 18 as we have the division locked up. No matter what the Elks want to do, is it actually going to show that updated for us? We are 11-5. Doesn't show any guaranteed playoff spots, and it looks like the Mounties have guaranteed themselves the number 1 seed. So really, we're just playing for, in theory, the number 2 seed, which of course would give us home field advantage against any opponent that isn't the Mounties, which would realistically be all the way up until that championship round if we get that far. So try to win out if we can. The Caps lost as well. That's big. Meaning, I would imagine, no, it's even then, it's still not in our, in our favor. As you can see, points for and against. Look how many points and for and against we have. It's kind of crazy. But, yeah, the Caps, they need to lose a game, and in theory, it seems like the Wizards need to lose a game as well, because we're 3-3 just like them. But, yeah, if the Wizards lose and the Caps lose, we're number 2 seed, I imagine, because we beat the Caps. So we'll see what happens. The good thing is playoffs no matter what. Division, again, this time actually earned, though, at 11-5. See what the Black Knights have for us in Week 18. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed, maybe leave a like. Subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, I do appreciate your continued support on the channel. Maybe follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel, PK Plays for non-Madden content. And if you guys want to see another episode of this tomorrow, 150 likes, and we'll do it probably with a rebuild on top of it. And I'm hoping Week 18 isn't bad, because if it is bad, I might throw it in with this episode. You guys won't even hear this outro, but if it's at least somewhat decent, maybe we can do a just do the stats and awards with it. So even if it's a bad game, I might just do stats and awards. We'll see what happens. You guys will know more than I will at this point. It's kind of weird. You know what the drill is. Regardless, thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys come back for next video. But until next video, where we try to round out the regular season strong. See ya.